Hello, lovely Dylusionists. Come into the studio. Come on in, out of the cold. It's rainy today as well. So here we are. La 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 la. Day 2 of the 12 cards of Christmas. The series where I'm making a card a day for 12 days. I forgot to tell you yesterday as well that if you like, comment and share this video, we will randomly pick a name. Emmy will put it through the random generator and we will give away each card that I make. So you have to like this post, you have to comment on it, and you have to share it, and Emmy will go through and check that you've met those requirements, and she will randomly pick a card. Now, this will probably arrive to you after Christmas, but I will sign it. I will sign the card and I will send it to you. So we'll do that every day. Okay, so today I wanted to use a little bit of shimmer paint. So I'm going for London Blue and Crushed Grape, and I am going to apply that with the blending tools. Okay, normally I wouldn't just do one little bit of a card. I would go and I would do it in journals and everything, because I sometimes think it's a little bit of a waste just to do this. So I would put it in my journals. I'm going to do some wrapping paper later, so I'll use those. So I can use wrapping paper. The shimmer paints are like my normal paint, but they're absolutely packed with shimmer. Absolutely packed, okay? And each paint has a similar colour shimmer. I didn't take paint and then just add silver to it or add, gold. I added, this one has got like a purplish shimmer in, this one has got a blue dust in it. So they're absolutely gorgeous. So they work on white and they work on dark. They look beautiful on dark. I'll do some darker cards later in the series. This is a ready-made card blank. This is a 6x6. You can use whatever you want. I'm just using ready-made blanks in this series. And this is my Ice Queen stencil. Okay, it's called the Ice Queen. It only comes in large. Quite often I do stencils in large and small. This one only comes in large. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to go straight onto the card. I'm going to put a little sheet of paper underneath, because if I get it on the mat and then move the card, it's going to get on the back. So I'm just going to place that underneath so I can see. If you're unsure, you could place a different colour underneath so you can see it better. Do you see what I mean? You could place, what have I got here? I've got a page, but you probably will get some, but can you see? You can see it better, but I'm just going to use this white piece. Just make sure your card is opening the right way before you do it. And I want a little bit of each snowflake. So I've positioned it like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of the blue out, the London Blue, and I'm going to put a little bit of the Crushed Grape out. And there is a shimmer paint to match every one of my normal paints. Okay, so you just pick some up and you go round and round in a circle like so to blend it through. Okay, so I'll do that and I'll get this one going at the same time because I'm going to use them both together so you can see the shimmer on there. So what I am going to do is I am going to add some of the blue there. Do not add too much paint to this because it will just backfire. It will go underneath the stencil and we don't want that. So I've added some blue. I've moved the stencil slightly by mistake. That's okay. Let's put it back. Whoops. And then I'm going to take the Crushed Grape and I'm going to come back through, and some of it will overlap on the blue. So don't worry about that. It will just blend in beautifully. Can you see I'm not pressing hard? I'm not doing any banging. I'm not bang, bang, bang like this, like I see a lot of people do. I'm just going in gently. And then I'm going to go back with the blue just where it blended together. Okay. and you get this absolutely gorgeous effect. So I'm now going to clean this. I have a scruffy cloth, which I usually just wipe, but because the studio's warm, I'm just going to take, it's quite a dry baby wipe this, I'm going to take a baby wipe over the top just to dampen it. But it's been sat out for a while, this baby wipe, so it's not totally wet. I'm terrible. I have to clean my stencils. I have to. You don't. You can do whatever you like. There's no judgment, but I like them clean. Okay? And then that's going away. And as I say, I feel this is a little bit of a waste. So don't worry. I am going to use this again. I'll use it later, but just what you could do is you could take a black tag and we could just use up the paint and make some baubles. Okay, and then I'll make those into baubles later. Make that into a little tag. So I'm just going to pop these to one side and I'm going to just get rid of this. It's very rare I do anything like this, doing something from start to finish. I normally would add paint to lots of things and then I will stamp lots of things. That's just the way I work, but it's a little bit different when I'm doing something like that. So there is my gorgeous card. I'm just going to wipe my hands. But the other thing is you could make 6 or 7 of these at once, couldn't you? So there we go. It's beautiful. It won't take long to dry. And then I'm going to use some stamps. But as I said yesterday, I'm going to rummage through. These are I have lots and lots of stamps cut out ready. I have them in these boxes. These are actually molten brown boxes and I cover the lids with my sticky back canvas, okay, to make them look nicer. And I usually have images in top and bottom. So and this is a smaller one. I've got the lid somewhere else as well. And I like so I can rummage. So this is from yesterday, as you can see. I can just rummage in here and I can see what I want. So I've already pulled out what I want to use. Okay. And I am going to, can you see how I like everything stacking together. I am going to use these 3 heads. Now, this was the stamp set we used yesterday, and I'm going to use the snowflake, the hexagon snowflake. So that was tree topper. And then this stamp is called, why is that coming off the edge? Just let me just move it over a little. That would bug me, wouldn't it? There we go. This one is called Hats Off to Christmas. And on here we have the angel and we have the Father Christmas. And we also have this little tree topper, this little bauble topper. Okay, now I've just found out that Americans don't really know what a bauble is. You don't call them a bauble, you call them an ornament. We call them baubles, B-A-U-B-L-E. And they're what you hang on the Christmas tree. They're just Christmas baubles. And this is like the topper of the bauble. So do you just call them ornaments? I'm not sure. Maybe we should have a little poll. Who calls them ornaments and who calls them baubles? I will always call them baubles, no matter what you say. And if you don't like it, baubles to you. That's what I think. So I just thought I should be wearing my Christmas pyjamas. I'm teaching every night this week. The class started last night. And I am wearing Christmas pyjamas in every class. Mind you, you're only going to see my arms. Maybe I'll find some Christmas arm warmers somewhere. Yeah, it's not too late if you want to join the Christmas Delight class. Hats and pyjamas are optional, but you know me. So, okay, we're going to position them. I think, so these are going, I think I'm going to have them like that, slightly different heights, and glue stick and double-sided tape. Oops, so a little bit of double-sided tape on that one, and whatever you use. So on this card I've created straight onto the blank. Sometimes I will make more like a little inset, you know, smaller piece of card, decorate that and put it on, but with this one I've just gone straight onto the card. And you might be the lucky recipient of this. If you like, share and comment on the original video, not if it's been reposted. If it's reposted on somebody's page, you need to come back to the Dylusions page and comment from the Dylusions page, otherwise we can't keep track of it. If you just share and comment on another page, Emmy can't see it. Okay, there we go. Now this is a bit small for tape, so the baubles I am just going to glue stick. Can you see? Just pop it on the top. So these hexagon stamps, I do a lot of quilting and I do a lot of stamped quilting as well, so they all fit together, but this is how you can turn them into baubles. Okay, press them down, and then what I'm going to do is outline them, because I outline everything. I just think it gives substance to the page and makes it look as though it belongs, because it gives a little shadow. By the way, if you do win one of the cards, Emmy will put a post with all the winners on, and then if you can just email her your address, okay? But she'll probably do them all together at the end. So I'm going to colour these. I'm going to use my inky water brushes again, and I'm going to start with a watered down blue. So this is London blue with water. It's half London blue, half water. So the background is just going to be, because I don't want it to be too strong, so watered down London blue. You could leave them blank again, as I said. You could stamp them on craft, and you could make a page in your journal or your dialogue or your diary like this. Do, 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 do. You know, when I said to Emmy, I've got a really good idea. Let's do a card a day. She went, yes, as if you haven't got enough to do, Mother. And I have. I've got deadlines coming out my ears. But I just thought, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, there's a line. Where's my pen gone? There we go. Goodness me, I've just spotted another line missing there. I tell you what, quality control is not what it is. It's me. I'm quality control. Oh, it is what it is. Okay, so I've done the background. Now, his moustache, and his little hat is like fur, white fur, isn't it? So oh, my stomach is rumbling away. I hope it didn't pick that up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the water and I'm just going to add some water, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the blue, because if you do a tinge of blue, it looks a bit snowy and white. Okay, so we'll do that. And then I think I'm going to do the same as yesterday. I think I am going to paint, or should I get the sunshine? No, I think I'm going to go with the grey, the slate grey. You could use pure sunshine, you could use vanilla custard, you could use squeezed orange, you could use desert sand, melted chocolate. They will all come out looking like bronzed metals. So I just tap some down. You'll notice that I shook it first so that the shimmer is all over, and then if you noticed, I put the brush in and swirled, because the shimmer, the dust is heavier than the liquid, so the dust sinks to the bottom. So if you have a puddle like that, the top of it is my ink, and the dust just sunk to the bottom. So you just do that every time you go to add some, and then you will get the dust in it as well. Okay, wonderful. I normally have a little water pot, and I'm not sure where it is, so I just spritz a bit of water, do that, get the dust out, because you don't want it to go hard on your brush. And again, my brushes have a really nice point on them to paint with. Okay, so let's stick with the pink and purpley theme. Okay, so let's do her hair. Let's do it pink. Let's bring in some bubble gum. Pink, and let's go with the crushed grape that we've got there. One minute. Where is crushed grape? Hello, are you there? Have you? There it is, crushed grape. So I always do the lighter colour first. So I'm going to give her... Oh, now that's flooding a little bit. If your brush floods, open it, and if you get a... Did you see that bubble there? It means it's just got some air in it. So just burp it, which is squeezing it and catching the excess with a piece of scrap, and then you should be fine, because you don't want tons... Oh, it's doing it again. You don't want tons of water, tons of ink flooding and ruining what you're doing. There we go. Giving it a good burp. Okay, so I'm going to do every other stripe in bubblegum pink. And then perfect. And then while I've got the bubblegum pink out, let's do the snowflake. Oh, the middle of the snowflake should have been the blue. I'll come back to that. I'm laughing because my stomach is making such a row. What is going on? I don't normally get a really grumbly tummy. Okay, and then I think I will do the Santa hat as well. So let's... colour in the Santa hat. I usually, when, you know, I pick up a brush and I usually colour everything in that, you know, what I'm colouring in that colour, and then I put it away, then I pick up another brush and do something. So, but I am going to go back with that blue just in the centre there so that I don't forget. Okay, and then let's bring in the pale pink, which is the rose quartz. Here we go. And we'll give her some little rose quartz cheeks, and then let's do a little bit of her angel's ruffle. We call it a ruff, but you might call it a ruffle, don't know. And then let's do, I could have done those white like I did the bobble, but I think I'm just going to go pink. This Santa is not afraid to show his feminine side. Okay, let's clean my glasses, whoops. And then I am going to bring in the purple, the crushed grape. Okay, so I've missed, whoops, I always miss one. How? I have no idea. So I am going to do the rest of her hair. Oh, this is flooding a bit as well. I filled them all up. So unscrew it, give it a squeeze, a bubble will come up. Can you see? Give it a squeeze, the bubble will come up. Burp it and try again. I might have a bit too much ink in them because I refilled. I don't normally have as much ink, but we'll see what's occurring. You could have more traditional colours. You could have, you know, pinks, yellows and colours like that. But I'm sort of going with colours of the background. I've just missed a bit of pink there. There we go. Let's put some purple over here as well. Why not? Let's do every other stripe. And then I also have crushed grape watered down. I'm going to cough, I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. I think the Reevely family are all coming down with something. And it's a tickly cough, and Jay and Emmy have it. Excuse me. And I've been saying, oh, thankfully I don't have it. Oh, maybe that's it. I'll have a little drink. My tea's too hot. Right then. So do I want to put a red nose on him? No, I think I'm going to put a funky fuchsia nose on him. There we go. And I think I will give her a funky fuchsia lips. And then this is, whenever I have a watered down version, I put tape around it. So this is crushed grape watered down, but you could just add extra water. And I am going to colour in here. And then I don't know if you can see, but that was flooding, so it's a little bit wet, and I'm very impatient. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some kitchen roll. I'm just going to blot. There we go. Don't rub, because it will go everywhere. And then I shall put the watered down version in between. Or I could have put the rose quartz or the funky fuchsia. Or I could have gone traditional with red. I am going to put a little bit of cherry pie where his mouth would be, and her eyebrows. I think her eyebrows and eyelashes will be in the watered down crushed grape. And then I'm going to give her blue eyes. Now you could make her a woman of colour if you wanted to, like before. You could give her green eyes, you can change. I'm staying with the aesthetic of the blue eyes. Even though I have grey eyes and you never see, they occasionally look green, but they're mainly grey. And I never think to make anybody grey-eyed. Anyway, there we go. So that's the colouring done. So once I have done that, I like to outline badly the snowflakes. I'm really into at the moment the Lettric fine liners. I'm going to use number 4. They come in a number 1, a number 4, and a number 9. And my aim is not to be really neat. It's just to create sort of an outline around. Okay, you can be really neat. Do not let my slapdashness put you off. This is just how I like to do it. You could leave it as it is and not add anything, or you could go around really neatly. I am a doodler. I love to doodle anything. So if I find an opportunity to doodle, I will be doing it. Unlike Dina, who would rather stick pins in her eyes. And that's fine, that's okay. We all like different things. I've got her doodling actually. She rang me one day and she said, just want you to know I've doodled. I said, what did you do? And she said, I did 5 dots in a row. I said, amazing. I was so proud of her because she wouldn't do anything before that. And it's just, you know, I'm a doodler. You might be, you might not be. I think the thing that puts people off is trying to be neat, because if you try to be neat, you've got to be neat for the whole time, and I can't do that. I can be neat for so long and then I've had enough. So I start off not neat and then I can't get any worse, can I? That's my philosophy anyway. I think it's the Ranger Christmas party today. I need to check. Is it today or is it next week? I don't know. Anyway, there is my lovely doodling. Now, these ornaments are just stranded in midair. So I am going to take one of my favourite pens, which is the Sakura black glaze pen. Okay, when you write with this, if you write nice and slow, it gives a slightly raised, glossy look to it. So I am going to go from here, and then I am going to just zigzag. Sometimes I'll do a straight line, sometimes I'll zigzag. I'm not sure if that gloss will show up, but there we are. And then this, and this one is a bit longer. The slower you go, the thicker the pen leaves behind. Okay, and then I'm going to write. I could put. Oh, do you know what? I think I saw Ho Bloomin' Ho somewhere. Oh, there it is. Ho Bloomin' Ho. Now, have I got that in white? I feel that this card needs, there it is, Ho Bloomin' Ho. Let's have that. I think I'm just going to put it like this. Ding, ding, ding. And I am going to colour in all the circles because I'm a child, and I'm going to use rose quartz. This is what I used to do when I was younger. To drive my dad mad. There we go. day 2 of 12 days of Christmas. And I am finished. So like the video, leave a comment and share it on your page. I'm not quite finished. I want to do a bit of doodling. And you may be the recipient of this gorgeous card after Christmas that I will sign for you. We might even get Emmy and Jay to sign. I'm not promising because they might not, but I'll see what I can do for you. So I'm just going to put this running stitch round and then we are done. And I will see you back here tomorrow for day 3. I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know if you make cards like it, if you follow it, put your pictures underneath. We'd love to see if you make the same card, put your picture underneath and we'll make a little gallery. We'll make a little compilation. I say we, it won't be me, but we'll make this wonderful little compilation. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.